What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trevant, and I'm coming at you guys with another video. Now, I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about how real the boogeyman is and how we can compare the devil, Satan, to the boogeyman. Um, One thing I would say is that we live in a world that is highly spiritual, and this world is being ran by some very evil entities that lie, cheat, steal, kill, and abuse authority. Um, we're living under the rulership of some entities that don't care about humanity's struggle and have actually destroyed the world and that have actually corrupted humanity, to be honest, basically. Um, these entities are the reason for the chaos that goes on in the world. You know, things such as war, poverty, oppression, hatred, famine, pestilence, and all that type of stuff, all the bad things that goes on in the world. These entities have made the human experience unbearable for a lot of people living in this corrupt world. But um, when we talk about Satan, right? The Bible literally says Satan only comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And if you read John 10:10, that is really Satan's only goal living in this world. But you can think about that for a second, right? Think about that. Does not that sound like the boogeyman to you? Just look at this. Look at the current state of the world. We can't deny that this world is a messed up place, unsafe for humanity, for real, for real. And I completely understand why loads of people commit suicide in this current world and why the suicide rate is at an all-time high in these times. And one thing I will say is that I don't support suicide. Also, as believers, we have to endure on to the end to be saved. But I do understand why people do it. Some people want to escape. Living in this messed up world, and a lot of us, when we talk about living in this world, have been traumatized from living in this corrupt world. To be honest, but I just want to say, listen to the children if they ever say something like, Mom, there's something in my closet. Dad, there's something under my bed." And if they visualize and draw those imaginary friends that they talk about, those friends that are fully black or look like some demonic entities that don't need to be in your home, shall I say? One thing I can say is that those are demons and satanic forces. Those are demons and satanic forces that actually work to destroy humanity. You want to believe your children when they say the boogeyman is real, because one thing I will say is that it is. The Bible literally calls Satan an adversary, and in the Bible, Satan is compared to an enemy, you know, an opposition that is against humanity, and the boogeyman is supposed to be an entity that attacks children and scares children. But you can really think about this for a second. Does not the boogeyman sound like an enemy when we talk about the boogeyman attacking, scaring children and attacking children? Or you can basically compare the boogeyman to Satan. Just think about that. But one thing I will say is that Satan is the boogeyman. These fallen angels and these demons are like the boogeyman. They attack and they torture humanity, and they have been doing this stuff for centuries because they rule over us in this current world, as it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3 and 4. Those movies, like The Conjuring and The Exorcist, are based on true life stories, events that have happened in the real world. You don't want to let the devil fool you into believing that this stuff, it don't exist. When we talk about living in this world, it's real. We live in a very, and I mean a very, very dark world. And you can see that just by living amongst humanity. Think of these serial killers, people like Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy. You have to be very careful in this world when it comes down to just trying to survive, because demon possession is real. And also, the world is literally ran by people that is against the Most High God. We look on a dollar bill, right? We see that it says "In God We Trust," but also you can see the pyramid, right? That isn't the God of the Bible. When you actually read about the God of the Bible, the Egyptians were against the Israelites, shall I say? And like I was saying, and when we talk about these people that's ruling over us in the world, these same people are in the Illuminati, and a lot of them are into Freemasonry. Think about these billionaires and celebrities, people with a lot of status in the world. A lot of our officials that rule over us worship the devil. Man, you can't make this stuff up, to be honest. The earth is literally given into the hand of the wicked, as it says in Job chapter 9, verse 24. Satan is real, and the boogeyman is Satan. I'm gonna just be real, man. And Satan is after our souls. The boogeymen are evil entities that want to see the destruction of humanity. And you will see that if you read the Bible about Satan. It's a good thing these beings will be destroyed by God. They destroyed humanity. They destroyed this place. This place, shall I say, one thing I can say about living in this world, man, this world is like living in a prison planet, a hell realm, shall we say. And I see a lot of people online that say this stuff. Living in this world is like living in hell. But I just want to say you want to believe in the boogeyman, and you want to believe, if you do have children, you want to believe your children, if they mention this stuff, it's all real. These entities are real and they are evil. But one thing I will say, you don't want to fear this stuff. When you follow Christ, you have nothing to fear, because Christ followers have the victory over Satan, as it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 57. We are in a spiritual war between light and darkness, and good versus evil for our souls. But this is all I wanted to talk about today, and I hope this motivates you if you are a non-believer. And I hope this makes you want to follow Christ. And if you do believe in Christ, I hope this do edify you. But I just want to thank you for watching my video. And if you stayed this long, it would be nice if you could like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, you can leave them down below. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down below in the comment section. But I'm out.